What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one is between two players on the WCS Pro Circuit. Spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of Lost and Found Ellie, playing with the red Protoss pieces. He's currently down 2-1 to his opponent. Is going to try to get those numbers back in his favor. His name is Hass. And then his opponent spawning on the top right-hand corner playing with the blue Zerg pieces. He is currently up 2-1. His name is Serral. So guys, games 2, 1, 3, all of them you guys can check out on the YouTube channel right now. And I am super excited about game number 4 here, because this is the grand finals of the WCS in Valencia. And I gotta say, guys, that Serral has really impressed me with his style of play these past few games. Hass has really surprised me as well. These guys are so even in so many areas that it's a lot of fun to watch nonetheless. But to say the least, this has been a very fun series so far, so you guys should definitely check out those other games on the YouTube channel now. So, Hatch Gas Pool looks like what Serral decided to do. He goes for his third base as his second base, and then, of course, going into the spawning pool, into the gas guys. And on the opposite side, we, of course, have the gateway into the simulator, and then into a Nexus. Cybernetics core is going to be coming up here. This is looking like, at least at this point, guys and girls, the first standard opening by either player. So I'm excited to see this, because, you know, it's so uncharacteristic the past 3 games what both players have decided to do in this grand finals. On the biggest stages, what sometimes players decide to do to try to get a competitive advantage on their opponent is very interesting, to say the least. So it looks like it's pretty standard at this point. 4 Zerglings are on that production tab. Looks like Zergling speed is going to be coming up here. The warp gate research is going to be coming up here. Looks like a Stalker is going to be the tech of choice out of our Protoss player. So should be interesting, to say the least, guys, what these two players decide to do. Probe is starting to move across the map here, and Serral looks like he's going to start trying to really drone up on both of his bases. He's probably going to get his third base, which is exactly what he does here. Goes ahead and gets that third base started, at least. And it looks like our Zerg player is going to play a standard macro focus game, which is what I personally think is where Serral is absolutely at his best. So it looks like we do have the robotics facility as well as the Twilight Council coming out of Hass. Pretty standard, though, at least at this point. It's looking relatively standard on both sides, guys, and I'm excited to see a very very heavy focus on macro. It should be pretty interesting, to say the least. It looks like the Overlord speed has just finished. Looks like he's going to try to peek in here and see exactly what his opponent is doing, which is going to be a very huge key scout here for Serral. Another gateway is going to be coming up here for our Protoss player. So Serral at this point, he's going to be flying all over the map. You're going to see his Overlord's going to be flying all over, trying to get as much information as possible about what is going on with the Protoss player. Creep is starting to spread. It looks like more and more queens are going to be coming up here for our Zerg player. Looks like a second extractor is going to be coming out, as well as the Roach Warren will be starting up here very shortly. So there's been, it looks like for the most part, both players are kind of going for the same types of army compositions. We saw in game number 3, it changed up a little bit with both players, but they've been playing kind of the same similar kinds of styles when it comes to their army composition. So I wonder if they're going to change it up here at some point or another. I'm wondering if Hass is planning on getting his third base here very soon. Looks like the lair is going to be morphing at this point. Looks like Charge is going to be coming up for the Zealots, and Immortal is going to be coming out, of course, of the robotics facility. The caliber of these players, man, is just unreal. It is absolutely unreal, and it's a lot of fun to watch. +1 is going to be coming up here for Haas, and looks like Spore Crawlers are now going to be coming up here. He got a scout, probably, I'm not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to get Spore Crawlers, but nonetheless, there is a third Nexus that's going to be coming up here for our Protoss player. There is a drop that looks like it's going to be coming here. There is an observer here, and it looks like it is carrying 3 Zealots. Now, the supply count, as you can see, one of the main reasons why Serral is ahead in the supply is simply because he's getting a lot of roaches, and they're very supply heavy. So that's one reason why he is ahead in the supply. But it looks like, I'm wondering if there will be a push here relatively soon, maybe after these upgrades finish up for our Protoss player. Wow, more and more gateways are going to be coming up here for Haas. And maybe he's going to get pretty aggressive here very, very soon. Zerg player, I don't believe he has scouted all these gateways here as of yet. Roly-poly upgrade's going to be coming up here for the Banelings, and it looks like +1's going to be started here in the Evolution Chamber. He's still droning, so we're still getting drones out of Serral. He's probably going to try to fully saturate all 3 bases, and then he'll probably go for his 4th base location. And then probably after some of these upgrades finish, he will go for a push. The Glow Reconstitution is going to be finishing up here for the Roaches, and then the Metabolic Boost upgrade will be finishing as well. There is going to be a push here. On the opposite side of the map, they are coming with Zealots as well as Sentries and Immortals and 1 Stalker here. Now, there's a lot of Banelings here. I don't know if I really want to fight into this or go very deep on creep. Probably smart to back off here, and that's exactly what our Protoss player is doing. More and more of these Zealots are coming pretty heavy onto the creep here. I don't know if I like this decision too much. There are a lot of Protoss units here, but I'm not sure if I currently like the position that our Protoss player may be getting himself into here. There's just a lot of Zerg units here, and if you go on the creep, they're going to be extremely quick here. Should be interesting to see what both these players decide to do. It's going to be a game of drones and also just a game of back and forth between these 2 players. Shield battery as well as +2 is going to be started here for our Protoss player here. Looks like our Zerg player is going to take an engagement. Beautiful force fields there. Absolutely gorgeous force fields. But these Banelings are coming. They are absolutely coming. Those sentries are doing so much value here for the Protoss player. It looks like these Banelings are going to try to come in here as much as they possibly can. They are definitely getting very good connections here, and I wonder if our Zerg player is going to try to take on this entirety of this army here. It looks like all of these Immortals are going to be taken out with relative ease, and it looks like Serral overpowered his opponent, and it just seemed like Haas was maybe going a little bit too far into creep, wanting to take an engagement that he really maybe should not have taken at that stage in the game. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between Serral and Haas, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.